Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum to all my viewers and students. This is my last part of the video working with the higher order construct, and in which I am going to analyze the path analysis for base model. This is by actually my base model, and each have a 5 dimension for first IV, and for DV it also has a 5 dimension, and moderator we have a 4 dimensions. Now working this model, how we can perform a higher order construct analysis using this base model. Let's go to the SmartPLS, and in SmartPLS version 4, this is by my basic. Let me zoom in to show you that here is my independent variable, that is entrepreneurial orientation, and it comes with 5 dimensions. Project success is the dependent variable. It also has a 5 dimension, and each dimension have their own number of items. Project manager competency is also made through 4 dimensions, and this is also a second order construct. Mediator is a first order construct, and it has just 3 items. Okay, in the last video I am not going to in very much detail here, but I have showed you that how we can perform the confirmatory factor analysis with using higher order construct and with the first order construct. In simple way, if I in a short form I say you, okay, if I want to perform its first stage analysis, that is a confirmatory factor analysis, then I need to remove these 2 or 3 variables here, and link all the items to each other to analyze their to examine their confirmatory factor analysis. But as I show you in a second video, that we can work with this setting, and we can perform the confirmatory factor analysis of this whole model, and by which we will remove the second order construct. For sake of repetition, I can show you here in a minute. Just we're going to run the consistent PLS SEM algorithm to show you that how we will perform a confirmatory effect analysis. Click on the factor analysis and start. Click on the start calculation option. The data I'm using the higher order construct, that is my original data set. Now the consistent PLS SEM algorithm is executed, and here is the result. These are the loading for the first order construct, and these are the loading of the second order construct, and similar way for the independent and for dependent variables. Now you can also check here the which factors have low loadings and which may have a high loading, and remove the loading which have a less than 1. Just go to the first on the outer loadings of the variables, and I have told you, I have showed you that how we can delete the repeating value of the innovate, for example, of each dimensions by removing the second order construct, like entrepreneurial orientation is measured through their items of the same dimensions. That's why it is repeating. For example, if I click on it, I think it will it has sorted in ascending order, and if I highlight these items are basically repeating with the other items, like in the form of attentiveness, sorry, with the other dimensions. So we can remove these items and work with the under different ways, like I show you that how we can obtain the factor loadings of each variable in my second video. Then you can go to the construct reliability and validity. Definitely the second order construct, which are the mixture of basically the dimension items, may have their issues in their confirmatory factor analysis, or in their reliability, or in their validity. Like entrepreneurial orientation is measured with the 5 dimension, and when we combine the 5 items of the 5 dimension in a single way, then there may be a issue of their construct reliability, and it can be seen here that its every variance extracted is lower, but overall its composite reliability is higher than 0.70. Similarly, project manager competency and project success also have issue in their average variance extracted. So you can watch my second video that is in detail analysis for the confirmatory factor analysis. The discriminant validity can also be checked through the heterotrait monotrait ratio and Farner-Larker criteria, and the excessive terms like entrepreneurial orientation, the second order construct can be removed here, and by removing these second order constructs you can have only the first order construct, and you can show the construct reliability validity through their first order variables. This shows about the construct reliability. Now move towards back, and just I go to and run the analysis, and I will run it here in the using PLS SEM algorithm, and directly I am going to run with the bootstrapping to get the result with their bootstrapping option. And let me change PLS setup to path analysis. I am just elaborating that how we perform the path analysis here. Just hold on for a moment. It is a little bit complex model because we have a more dimensions for each variable, so it is taking just a little bit time. I am pausing it here, and then will continue when it will be executed. So the results are generated here, and the results are shown here. We need to check in the path coefficient p value for the inner construct, and again in this setting, when we are running in this setting, that we can see here let me change into the autologous at the t values. We can see here that the most of the paths are the significant, and for moderation it is also significant, and this path is for the direct effect. So let me copy this image into my Word file, and in my Word file let me paste it here. The whole picture of the analysis is pasted it here, and for its path coefficient, because I run it this analysis with the taking the first order and second order construct, and I want to examine that when I will use the latent variable score, is that results will remain same or it will be changed. And this is called first stage analysis for higher order construct. And the as I told you in previous video, that the author recommend that we should use second stage, two stages are disjoint stage for analysis of higher order construct. So in this case, let me copy the path coefficients of it and copy to Excel, and let's move towards here and paste it here. By taking the first order with second order, it creates an issue that we there is a effect of like entrepreneurial orientation on its own dimensions, like autonomy and other variables, and we need not to show it here in our analysis, because when we formulate thesis, our thesis will be simply like this, that entrepreneurial orientation has a significant effect on a project success, and there will be no hypothesis formulated or no need to formulate the hypothesis that entrepreneurial orientation has a positive or significant effect on innovativeness and risk taking and etc., because entrepreneurial orientation is measured from these dimensions, and we need not their regression weights or path coefficient analysis are there. Similarly, their regression effects. We are concerned just the path analysis of the among the variables, like we can have the hypothesis that the strategic renewal significantly mediates the relationship between the entrepreneurial orientation and project success, and the project management competency has the moderating effect between the entrepreneurial orientation and project success. And so in this case we are not. So in this form the results are generated, and let me copy the entire table. I think I have copied it here, and now I am going move backward to the graphical output, and in this way it is measured through their items at first order, and then the items with the second order. But we need their for second stage our disjoint approach, we need the latent variable scores for these all dimensions, and then we will make it as a first order structure model, and will test their significance. So let's move back to the main window, and now we will to obtain the latent variable scores, we have to run PLS SEM algorithm, because it will produce only the latent variable scores in a PLS SEM algorithm, not in a consistent PLS SEM algorithm. So I choose here to run a PLS SEM algorithm to find out the you can set it at path analysis or factor analysis. In both cases I think it will produce the latent variable scores, and the result report will be generated here. Just a moment. Here it is generated, and these now variables has the latent you can check in the path final result menu. There is a latent variable, and you have the scores here. These scores can be directly now we can create the data file for the for this for the scores of the latent variables. Just we need not to manifest variable score, we are concerned with the latent variable score that is obtained from each dimensions value, and just create a data file, and the data file is created there. Where it is created, let's go back to the main window, and just to show you let me save this here, and now you can see here that the this is our base model higher order construct, and the higher order construct derived from PLS result are for latent variable scores, and this higher order construct with LVS was my file or data created in my for previous video, but here we will use this higher order construct derived from PLS results. Move back to the base model for let me duplicate the copy of it, and it will be named as the base model of HOC with LVS latent variable scores, and we rename this model, and open this file here. Let me open this file and show you that how we will perform a second order higher order construct analysis there. First of all, I need to remove the items of entrepreneurial orientation, and you need to carefully remove the item, otherwise it will select the other variable with it and will remove it. Now first of all I need to change the data set, select data set, and I am using higher order construct derived from PLS results. Here are the latent variable scores, and what dimensions are related to the entrepreneurial orientation are the innovativeness. Innovativeness we can select by holding the control key with clicking on the variable risk taking. Proactiveness, uh, competency, aggressiveness, autonomy. These are the dimensions related to the my independent variable. Now you can select these first order uh, variables and can delete it and move these latent variable scores on the left side page, realign them. You can now see that these are the basically latent variable scores that we have obtained for this variable. Similarly, for project success, I have to unhide the indicators and need to remove these indicators. A little bit movement to divide, otherwise it will delete the other variables. Okay, now the variables scores is for the efficiency, EMPTM, and future business success, and IMPTM, customer MPTM. Okay, there are the 5 dimensions for this, and let me delete. Oh no, otherwise it here the dimensions will be deleted here. Now these are the five dimensions for the dependent variable. Similarly, for the project management we have 4 dimensions, and first of all we need to remove the items of its repeated value. Okay, now we have 4 dimensions are the communication, teamwork, uh, teamwork, attentiveness, and the final one is the management conflicts. These are 4 dimensions. Just we drag it here. Now we can remove these dimensions of our moderator, realign them. Now the model will be resetted here. We can just it taking time to realign the items, and one of item is removed here. Hold a moment please, insert. Okay, here in my for mediator, as it was also calculated on the latent variable score, sometime it is preferred that you can use latent variable score for a first order construct, or you can remain with their items and perform the analysis. But here in my I have not created manifest variable or the score of those variable with it, so I need to use its score, latent variable score also. I think there will be no change in the results, and you can see it here. Now this model is become very simple, as according to second order higher order construct. So you can now see this model, and as it model is little bit larger, so I think it's looking good now. And now we can run the analysis. When you use the latent variable score of the variables, then you need to run the PLS SEM algorithm, not with the consistent PLS SEM algorithm. So click on the PLS SEM algorithm, but instead of using that PLS SEM algorithm, I directly to run bootstrapping to obtain the p values and check the significance of their the path analysis. And the results are almost completed. Here are the results of the simple analysis. Now in this way you can see that now it is a simple to analyze, because these variables are basically now these are the dimension scores are basically like the item of this variable, and each value here its t values are shown in their outer loadings, and for inner loading we have setting path coefficient and their significance, and this path is for dependent variable, and this is for moderator, and you can see the outer loadings are higher than this. This is the single score, so its value will not be shown in the t value, but it's 0 0 mean it is a significant value. Otherwise you can check it, its loading will be at 1, because it is a single item or single loading value for a construct. And the results are reported here. All the paths are almost significant, and which can be further confirmed from the path coefficient table. Just from coefficient table we can see, copy to Excel and paste in front of the my already calculated results that were calculated for the complete model. Now you can see it here, and let me hide some values. These are the original sample values and these are the p values. Let me hide this one, and also let me hide these values. Now you in this case you can easily see that definitely pronorial orientation direct effect on become projects as have become insignificant, and this could be due to the full mediation effect. But in this case you can see that if we run on this type of model, these there are a lot of variables or regression analysis are performed when we use the dimensions in their model, like I have shown in this diagram. But when we come up with this model with their latent variable scores, this becomes very simple, and we can interpret our result on the basis of our simple hypothesis that we have formulated. Now simply you can have formulated the hypothesis. For example, entrepreneurial orientation has a significant effect on projects and success, and on the basis of these p value you can say that it is a significant or insignificant. But here you have used the scores of the dimension that is recommended by many of the authors, that we can use the second second stage of the higher order construct. One thing more I can show here, that you can change the moderating effect here, and you can test the moderating mediation effect in your model. For example, if I remove this one here and its moderating effect is applied on here, and now this becomes the mediated moderated relationship. And for simplicity I just run the PLS algorithm. You can check it's the bootstrapping value and find that either a mediated moderated relation exists either exists or not by examining their indirect effects. But I run here it is a as a PLS algorithm, because I want to show that there will be slope or moderation graph will be generated in this case. Like here it is almost as negative. I think it will its effect will be insignificant in this case, and for it will have a significant effect. Let me just recheck it. Recheck it here, or you can I am applying the moderating effect for all three variables. Either you test is a moderated mediated, mediated moderated, or direct effect. These all effects can be examined here. And for first, let me check the bootstrapping. It shows that the path is invalid. Why it is invalid? I think I removed the variable of it. And now again let me run it with the bootstrapping and just see the calculation effects, and show you that either moderator which moderator have a significant effect between the mediation moderation or not. Let's go to the path coefficient. Here is the indirect path, and indirect paths are only significant for project manages to stand between the project success, while it is when run with the project entrepreneurial orientship, and on project success is almost significant. It is value 0.05, so relatable change, but project managerial competency and entrepreneurial orientation moderating effect on mediator is insignificant. So we can have here direct moderating effect significant, and with this path is significant, and this path is significant almost, and this is insignificant. We can check the moderating graph by running the PLS SCM algorithm, and let me set it on the path analysis. The results are generated and slopes for 3 are shown here. This is for the strategic renewal mediator and the DV. This is a moderated mediator relation. It is insignificant, and this is between the entrepreneurial orientation and project success. Direct effect is it's almost significant. It was about 0.056 I think, and for this it was a clear significant. It has a mediated moderated relationship in this case, and in this way you can say there is a positive effect of the moderator in this case. So you can run in a different way, and SmartPLS help you out to analyze the higher order construct in a detail. Thank you very much for bearing with me, and if you have any queries you may contact me on my given contact information. Thank you very much.